Hey book fighters, it's Saturday, it's Sarah, and I started to do that. I've just finished reading blah blah blah. You know what I finished reading. Actually, you don't, because you probably don't even know what I was just reading. But I didn't finish it, so that doesn't matter. The last thing I finished was Slaughterhouse-5, so it doesn't matter that I'm currently reading... What am I currently reading? A Magnificent Bastard Tongue by John McWhorter. Educational books with swear words in them. Love it. Yes. So, Slaughterhouse-5. Again, like I said last week, like Katie, I'm really having difficulty coming up with what to talk about for this book. So, I went on Amazon, and if you follow me on Twitter, you may have seen the other night that I tweeted that instead of sleeping like I was supposed to be doing, I was up reading pretentious one-star reviews of Infinite Jest, which I have not read yet, but I had a sudden urge to read, but I can't because I don't have the book. So I decided to read pretentious one-star reviews instead. And then I got on to reading reviews of Slaughterhouse-5. Because, before I get into that though, to get real quick into Katie's question, I had also Googled, discussion questions, and my reaction was the same as Katie's. This is a stupid question. It's dumb and pointless, and that's not the point of the book. You're missing it when you ask the question of, is he insane or is he actually time traveling? Like, that to me does not matter at all. And on the lines of missing the point were the one-star reviews of Slaughterhouse-5. I kind of tend to view both one-star reviews and five-star reviews in kind of the same way. They're both too extreme for me, and they're probably both going to be equally inaccurate in some ways. Now, not as great as my favorite one-star review of all time on Amazon, which is of Hamlet, in which the reviewer criticizes Hamlet because it's a ripoff of The Lion King. That is the best. Nothing beats that. Yeah. So, in these one-star reviews, people were complaining about how the book was too absurd. Well, it's an absurdist novel. If you don't like absurd, don't read absurdist novels. That, to me, seems like a pretty obvious thing. Because, I mean, even on the packaging of selling Slaughterhouse-5, it's sold as absurdist. So, if you know anything about it, you know it's going to be absurd. So don't read it and then complain that it's too absurd for you. It's kind of like how people were reading Infinite Jest and complaining that there wasn't a clear beginning, middle, and end plot. There were also people complaining about that with Slaughterhouse-5, and there isn't supposed to be. Not all books have to follow the same formula. We don't all have to be Chekhov. It's not so limited. Humanity is not so limited in its understanding that we have to be that limited in our literature. Yes. So, I don't know. I don't really have a great point for this video, unfortunately. I guess my point is just, when you're reading a book, make sure you don't read into it so much that you miss the point of the book, which is, I think, what that question that Katie was referring to does. It starts reading into things so much that it completely misses the point of everything, which I think is something that's actually pretty easy to do in literary analysis. Sometimes you find your point that you want to make, and you start making it so strongly that you kind of start to believe your own bullshit, and you get so wrapped up in it that you don't see the point that the author was actually trying to make, or the points that anyone else could be getting out of the novel. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm kind of in a hurry because I'm still working on my admissions essay that I've been writing for over a year, and I need to apply tomorrow. So I gotta do that. So goodbye, Dan. I will see you on Monday.